No, I'm glad that the movement for getting NRIs involved is taking place because I feel like oftentimes we don't understand that this is going on or that we can make a difference. But now corruption has been um, embedded in India for so long. So if this time an opposition party or BJP comes into power, how can India ensure that they don't commit scams?
We should not let them. That means we will not go to sleep after putting into vote. In the past, we've all gone to sleep after voting. Now India has awakened. India will not be allowed. These BJP will not be allowed to go to commit what the UP has been able to because India is now awakened. Since 1990, since last 3 years, India has changed. India is totally different. Media is different. The NGOs are different. Civil society is different. Technology is different. I can't believe, even if the Congress comes back to power, let me tell you, even if the same party comes to power, will not be easy for them to do what they did in the last so many years. But the only problem with if the Congress party comes back to power is how do we get the same people punished? Because then they will start hiding evidence. You will have files missing. Like in Colgate, files have gone missing because they're sitting on the files, right? So we want now the files to be free of their control. So therefore, even if they come to power, let me tell you, I don't think it's going to be runaway anymore. Therefore, but BJP coming to power will help us. Files won't get lost. Files will, on the contrary, files will be found back. Files will be recovered. File will be found. And because that would be evidence to punish people for them, which will be politically correct to punish. And it will be correct for the country to see the corrupt having been punished. But third is to get the monies recovered. I think the real challenge is how do we get our money back? How do we get our lost, stolen money back, which will be huge. So I think these would be the, so I feel even if the BJP comes to power, it's not going to be easy. Even if the Congress comes to power, it will be not easy. The only problem is Congress will be a protector of the past, while BJP will be the exposer of the past.
Yeah. So you yourself have been an icon for anti-corruption, transparency, and accountability. So why don't you join BJP or any other political party and clean up all this mess from within?
Sarika, just because you speak up for politics doesn't necessarily mean that you become part of politics.
Yeah.
I think in India there is a space for an independent voice as well.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody need not be part of politics. There's a space, and I would like to occupy that space because I'm a very independent-minded person within, and I hate fetters. And political parties are also like fetters because they bind you to particular manifesto then, and bind you to particular ideology, and bind you to your political party cadres. I am not a cadre person. I'm neither ideology. I am very good when I'm natural because I'm a trained fair policing. I've done only fair policing by nature, and that's who I am. So knowing myself, where do I fit in best? I'm just being my authentic self. So if I would one day want to change my nature, well, that's an option of anybody can exercise. But till now, my inner conscience is not allowing me to change my authentic, my real self, which is an independent self. And just because I'm speaking up for a particular situation does not mean I'm hostile towards somebody or I'm favoring somebody. I'm just airing an independent voice, and that's my what is my strength. So that's why I'm just being my natural self. And just because media speaks against or raises political voice doesn't mean media joins politics. No,
Right.
you remain an independent voice. And I believe India desperately needs a third independent voice, which keeps these people on watch, on alert, and on notice. And I think that's the space I would like to join you, along with all of you, to remain an independent voice, air an independent, and remain a social civil society pressure.
Yeah, I agree.